guys, it's Abby. Welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about our experience with cloth diapering, our rationale, the products we use, washing them, taking care of them, all of that stuff. I mentioned in several videos, let me know down below if you guys are interested in seeing that. And what I decided is that I was just going to go ahead and film this and get this up for you guys. So that way, if anybody did ask me about it, I could just refer them to this video. So, okay. First, I'm putting this disclaimer in any video where I talk about a product or something. This video is not sponsored. All opinions are my own. These are products that I use literally in my daily life. Well, I guess it is my daily life. So yes, I just wanted to throw that out there. None of this is sponsored, but everything will be linked down below. So, okay. Our rationale. Here's my first one, and this is probably my biggest reason. I am super cheap. I've talked about that in a lot of different videos. And diapers are very, very, very expensive, disposable diapers. And that's a cost that adds up quick. You go through, you buy, what is it, like 100 count at Sam's or Walmart or whatever, and then you use 8 to 12 a day. Like diapers, you burn through them so quickly, and you need so many diapers, and like, especially when they're newborns, it's like that diaper is so tiny and it doesn't hold anything, so you have to change them all the time. I was very meh about I was like, I'm all about saving money and stuff like that. And I was like, well, what's a way that I can easily reduce the cost of child raising? Because having a baby is expensive, having kids is expensive, totally worth it in my opinion, no question. But still, I was like, what's something that I can do that will save us some money? And cloth diapering was something that was logical for me. I understand cloth diapering does not work for everyone. Some people think it's gross. Some people think it's hippy dippy. Some people, it just doesn't work with their lifestyle, and that's fine. I'm not judging you. This was just a decision that I made personally. So that's another thing, is I'm like, I'm not trying to judge anybody. This is just my experience and how we do things. Okay. Second one, I had and still do at some level very sensitive skin when I was born, and the diapers that they used on me, so I was preemie, I was failure to thrive, I was in the NICU, and they were using disposable diapers on me, and they were causing me to have blisters. And so my mom actually asked the nurses, she said, hey, if I bring in cloth diapers, will you use them on my baby? I was born in a very small town, and I was in a small hospital. I was the only baby in the NICU, and so I was the only person that the nurses had to work with. And so the nurses said, yeah, as long as you take them home and launder them, we'll use them on your baby. So I was wanting to be prepared for having a baby with sensitive skin, and we actually have found some disposables that have caused Liam some problems, because we started cloth diapering full time when Liam was about 2 months old. We tried doing them when he was younger, but they were just, because we only have one size of insert, and I'll get into that in a little bit. He looked like a little old, see if I can put in a picture. It was comical how bad it looked. Maybe I won't put in a picture just to spare him the embarrassment of that being on the internet, but when he gets older. But his proportions were so weird, and it was just super bulky, and so we elected to stick with disposables for a little while. But we've been consistently cloth diapering since he was about 2 months old. But in that time, we found some that didn't mesh well with his skin. So that was definitely a well-founded concern, and so that's definitely been a benefit of using the cloth, is that we haven't had a lot of issues like that. And the third one, this may be a little bit hippy-dippy, but I feel like cloth diapers are far more environmentally friendly than disposables, because it's not something that you're throwing away into a landfill. I don't know how environmentally friendly the production process is of the disposables. I'm not getting into that, but again, it's not something I'm throwing away into a landfill, and I am a believer in Jesus. I am a Christian, and so one of the things that we're called to do is to be good stewards of what we've been given, and I feel like that taking care of the world we live in is part of good stewardship. So this is my personal thing. Again, I'm not judging you if you're using disposables. Like, that's not at all. We use disposables too, so I'm not like trying to take the high road. I think that we can all do something that's beneficial, and not everybody has to do everything, and this is my something. So, okay. Now, let me get into the products we use now that you kind of know why we elected to go with cloth diapers. And I'm also, if I'm talking really fast, I'm sorry. I need to wake Liam up from his nap. He's been sleeping for about an hour and a half, and so I'm trying to get through this quickly so that way I can go wake him up. because I don't want him to sleep too long. But anyways, we use the Simple Being covers. They look like this. They have, this one has little dragons on it. They have tons of cute patterns, and I'm actually really bummed because when I was registering, I only saw 2 patterns that were like more gender neutral and boy than girl ones. But then I ended up, I bought this set after, and I found a bunch of different patterns, so I was really disappointed, but that's okay. They have tons of patterns. They're really cute. So it's got this like, I don't want to say felted, but like a soft liner, like a soft inside, and then it's like a waterproof, like neoprene-esque material on the outside. And there's lots of different snaps, so that way you can, oh, this one, is this one unsnapped? No. So that way you can adjust the size of the diaper, so you can do it like really small. And this is the size that we started Liam with when we were doing it, and we had to snap it like all the way in, and then you can extend it going up one. That's the size he's on now. So they're very adjustable to last you a long time. These diapers also are what's called a pocket diaper. So they actually have a pocket in here for an insert to go in it. And these are the inserts we like. These are by Anma Baby. They don't have these on Amazon anymore, but they have like the exact same one, just with a different label. So I'll link those down below. I think these are bamboo. I meant to look it up and I forgot. And so the way that these are designed to be used, which we don't use them that way, is you put the insert in the pocket. Okay, so then you have this whole piece like this. So then it's all one piece, and so you have the diaper in there. We use these as an insert diaper cover, not as a pocket, which means that we do this. We put the insert just right on the inside of the diaper, and then we use these bamboo liners. This is what I think makes cloth diapering so much easier for me. And so you just pull one of these off the roll, and then you lay it on the diaper. So what's nice is that then this doesn't touch his skin. And one of the things that I think makes, again, that for me makes this so much easier, I don't have to do a lot of swishing or rinsing or anything like that. Because I use these, this catches all the poop. So then you can just pull this off the diaper and throw it in the trash can, which is great. And so I don't think I finished explaining the insert versus the pocket. So what we do is we do it this way, because then if he's just wet or whatever, we can pull this out and then just put a new diaper insert in here, and then not have to change the cover every time. Because if you use it as a pocket, you need a lot more covers. And if he gets it super wet, or if it gets like soiled because he had a poopy diaper, then we obviously take it off and replace it with a different one. But if he's just a little bit damp, that's a great way to not have to wash these, to not use, we have 18 covers and I don't want to use 12 of them in one day. So those are the products we use. And I will say I do have my limits. I do not use cloth wipes for some reason. I just can't quite get behind that. We buy wipes from Sam's, and we will use disposable baby wipes, no shame. But let me tell you, if you're gonna do it, these come, I ordered these off of Amazon. Bye Bye Baby had them, but I guess they discontinued them. And you get 400 of them, and it's like $25. So it makes the cleanup so much easier. So then I actually have two trash cans in my bathroom. I have one that's just like a standard pedal trash can with a locking top, so that way when he gets a little bigger, he can't open it up and pull things out. And then I actually have one that can hold water that also locks on top, and I'll link both of those down below. I got them both at Target. And what I do with the one that holds water is I actually will put baking soda and usually a few drops of an essential oil in the bottom, just for smell, that's all. And I put the diapers in there, and then I just dump all of that in the washing machine and do it all at once. So another thing is that and there's lots of different opinions on how you should wash them and take care of them and whatever. One thing is that they say you shouldn't use petroleum-based diaper creams or diaper ointments because it affects absorbency. I use Boudreaux's butt paste and A&D ointment because A&D was actually something recommended by the pediatrician for, Liam has eczema, and so that was something that she specifically recommended. But I wanted to say that because I have not had any issues with absorbency problems with using petroleum-based stuff. And maybe it's because I have the liner in there, so that absorbs a lot of it. But just so you know, they do say that. And the Simple Being covers, they also come with 6 microfiber inserts, which I don't have one of those over here. Let me go grab one really quick so I can show you. Okay, so this is the microfiber insert that comes with the diaper. So it comes with 6 of these, and then 6 covers, and then it also comes with a bag like this that's got like a plastic waterproof lining, so you can put wet and dirty diapers in here, like if you're out and about. So those are the products we use. Now I'm going to talk about my washing process. So I wash the diapers typically every 3 days or so. I don't let them sit for that long. It's every 2 to 3 days, kind of depending on how many dirty diapers he's had and whatever. Like I said, I don't really have to do a lot of rinsing or swishing or whatever because of the diaper liners that we use. But if I do have a diaper, sorry, I have an eyelash in my eye. If we do have a diaper that requires that, I rinse it at the time. I don't leave it for later. And then what I'll do is, I will say I don't follow the washing instructions specifically on the diaper because I feel like it doesn't, they say you're supposed to wash them in cold water and you're not supposed to put them in the dryer. And I feel like that not washing them with hot water, and you're not supposed to use bleach. I feel like that's very unsanitary given what this is for. So what I do is I put all of it, all the inserts and the covers, in the washing machine, and I will run it on a hot cycle with detergent, vinegar, and I'll put some baking soda in the drum of my, I don't put it in the drawer, I put it in the drum of my washing machine. And then I do an extra rinse on those. And then once that load is done, I take all of the covers out and then I run the same load again, but then I use bleach on just the inserts because, again, that is going against my son's body, and so I want it to be as clean as possible. I don't put them in the dryer on high anymore. I used to do that, but I feel like that might break them down. But if I let the diaper inserts, if I let this part air dry, it gets really crunchy, and so I just run them on low in my dryer with wool dryer balls. You're not supposed to use fabric softener or anything like that, and I haven't done that. But I will say with the baking soda and the vinegar and the hot water, which the baking soda, by the time the vinegar runs through, the baking soda is already washed out, because if you guys don't know, baking soda is a base, vinegar is an acid, and an acid base reaction is what occurs when like you mix baking soda and vinegar, and that neutralizes the acid, and so basically you're left with water. So if you're doing like cleaning with baking soda and vinegar, honestly you're basically cleaning with water. Anyway, but the vinegar comes in afterward because I put it in like the fabric softener slot, and so the baking soda's already been washed out, so then the vinegar has more power to actually like remove the odors. I don't really have a lot of problems with staining. We do have some that are stained. You can leave them out in the sun and that'll get rid of it. I don't, because I don't feel like it's that big of a deal to have a stained diaper. It's a diaper. It's just gonna get more poop on it anyways. But I have done both air drying, and I'll air dry the covers because that doesn't really matter, but the inserts I really like to put through the dryer on low so that way they don't get crunchy feeling. Okay, so just a couple of other little tidbits. That's kind of how we take care of them, how we wash them, all of that. We do use disposables at night. So we have tried using cloth at night, and it goes through stages. Sometimes I feel like Liam gets a lot wetter in the night than he does other times. And so we have used cloth at night, and what we'll do is then we'll use a cover. We'll put one in, set it in here, and then we'll also put one in the pocket. So we'll like double layer it. But sometimes I feel like it just leaks around his legs a little bit. And so to get better sleep for everyone, we use disposables at night. We also use disposables when we are going to be going on a car trip for more than like a day trip. If we're just going to be out and about for the day, like for grocery shopping, when I'm running regular errands, which I haven't really run errands with Liam since the whole pandemic started, but before that I still would take cloth diapers and we used them out in town, and I would just put them in one of these bags. Like I said, the diapers come with them. I like this one because these will be linked down below as well. It has 2 pockets, so I would put the clean ones in the front pocket and then the dirty ones in the back to keep them all consolidated. And I meant to mention this earlier, but I use these. I don't like these as much at home. I use these when we're out and about though, because they're a lot smaller than the bamboo ones. They fold down a lot smaller. So these are the ones I keep in the diaper bag because they're smaller and take up less space. If we're gonna be out on a car trip, like for multiple days, I don't take cloth diapers with us. We do take disposables because I don't wanna deal with the mess and having like stinky diapers sitting in the car and all of that. So again, we use disposables, so I'm not judging you if you decide to use disposables. I'm just saying. Like This is not intended to mom shame anyone. Don't feel guilty if you're not using cloth. That's fine. Do you. It's all good. And another just like fun little bonus is they are really cute. Like they have so many fun little patterns, and I think they're just so cute and so fun. This particular set with like the dragons has some other, like there's a couple of them in that set that are really, really girly, but I'm like, it doesn't really matter because it's a diaper, so who really cares? But what's nice is that I plan on using these, you know, with our next baby as well. So saves us some money in the long run. And I feel like there was one more thing I wanted to talk about. I did talk about these. Like I said, I feel like this is critical. These two things, the diaper liners and these travel bags, are critical, because if you want to take these out, this is what helps keep it feasible for me. Is this keeps me from having to swish them, so that saves my sanity, because I think swishing diapers is really gross and I hate doing it when I have to do it. And this allows me to still use them while I'm out and about without having to carry like Walmart bags or being worried about something else get contaminated. I've never had this leak, nothing like that. Oh, that was what I wanted to say. We have had one blowout in a cloth diaper, and Liam is 8 months old. We have had him leak, like he's gotten wet, like on his pajamas and stuff, like if he lays on his side for a long time. I think now we could probably put him in a cloth diaper at night because he sleeps on his belly, which is kind of stressful. But we've had him leak liquid, but we've only had one blowout diaper, whereas in a cloth, whereas we've had lots with disposables. So that was another added bonus that I didn't know about until I actually started using them. But it's so funny. My mom actually still uses at her house like the cloth diapers with like the pins and the plastic pants and all of that. And when Liam was really little, we tried to do that, and I poked him in the foot with the pin and he bled, and I sobbed about it for like 3 days. I was like 2 weeks postpartum, so my hormones were woo! And yeah, I cried about it for like 3 days, and he cried about it for about 2 minutes. So anyway, but I just think it's funny, like my mom uses like her tried and true diapers like that she used with us, like the same kind of idea. So that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you found this helpful and educational. If you have any questions for me, please leave them down below. And if you have any recommendations for me, please also leave those down below. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please like this video if you liked it. All of that stuff really helps my channel out. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!